Haven't seen how you like carriers yet because you don't have one. Well, because you said you're playing the German and Russian line, do not start playing carriers with the German carrier. Do not do that. The German carrier line is an advanced line, which is very precise and requires a lot of knowledge about mechanics as well as game ships in the game, where to strike, what to do, who to strike, how to strike them. So I know you might be tempted because there are several German players, for instance, that they play German. Why? Because they're German. So I'm American. I started with the US line. Pretty natural. But do not learn carrier on the German line. The two lines that you can learn on are the Japanese and the US. I recommend the US. It has high explosive rockets and bombs. All you're trying to do is hit the enemy. If you hit them, you'll deal some damage. That's not necessarily the case with Germans. It's not necessarily the case with British. It's not necessarily the case with Japanese as far as the AP bombs go. So it's the German and the British are the two advanced carrier lines. Doesn't mean that they're better than the others. It just means that if you're going to play them, you need more understanding of the game to be able to play them. Very important. Otherwise, you'll just get really subpar results, and that's no fun. So you need to have already started turning so that at the bottom of this square, your bow is starting to point away and you can back into Charlie, because there is a Baltimore, and that Baltimore is going to be a problem for you. It sucks to reverse like half of a grid square to get to the cap. That's the safe way to play. And since we've already identified a 10-kilometer radar, you have to pay respect to that. It's the Akazuki. Actually got really lucky with that shot. Gonna head over to this while we see it. Problematic. I don't even know if we get to shoot, but we do. This is cute. We got a decent hit.
Fighter airborne.
So,
Fighter destroyed.
Fighter gave a brief amount of spotting. You do not want to be sitting flat to the Akatsuki if he chucks torps at you. You need to angle so that your aft is pointed toward the DD, or at least is angled to the DD, so that if the torps do come, you'll be prepared to be able to juke them. Try not to sit flat on smoke screens unless specific reasons. There are the torps from the Akatsuki. We can start to work on this guy.
Concentrate fire on the target.
Good. Balti fucked off. We can start working on the Odin. Not really excited about working on the Odin, but that is the next thing to work on, so...
All forces, capture that area.
Just gonna bail. See if we can do something about Bravo again. Audacious, what pros and cons? The British line has poor penetration values. So the Audacious has 28mm pen on rockets. So if you shoot heavy cruisers, they have 30mm armor on a fair section of their hull. So you're gonna get a lot of shatters. If you strike, the bombs have 41mm pen, which is better than the tier 8. But with 41mm pen, you can bomb British, US, and French battleships and expect actual damage. When you instead start shooting into armored battleships like the Italians, the Japanese, the German, the Russian, you're gonna have a lot of shatters. There are some people that when they think of the British carrier line, they look at it as though it's designed for fires and floods. That's not correct. The problem is when people attack stuff and they don't do any damage, they end up getting fires and floods and think, oh, that's all this line is fires and floods because I don't do any damage. Well, when you get the game knowledge to identify that ship's a heavy cruiser that has 30mm armor. That ship's a heavy cruiser, but it's tier 9. It has 27 millimeter armor. I can strike the 27 for good value. I can strike the tier 10 or the 30 mil for not. So having the game knowledge allows you to make better play decisions. Who to strike, how to strike, what you're gonna get when you strike. It's just it's an advanced amount of knowledge that requires basically memorization and a lot of play time. The reason I know this is I got the US carrier, I liked it. I got the Japanese carrier, I liked it. I played the British carriers and they felt awkward. They just weren't capable. They just weren't strong enough. But the Audacious was fun, but the rest of them, oh, they just weren't strong enough. Well, as I learned more about the game, I realized, oh, I think I just didn't understand how to play them. So I reset the line, I played them, and I enjoyed the line a lot. So I reset the line a second time, played it again. I ended up resetting the line a third time, I played it again. So it's like, it's not that it isn't fun. It's just that it's really limited on what enemy ships you happen to be facing.
Autopilot mode enabled.
To allow you to be able to influence the situation. Because if you're fighting against heavily armored stuff, the British stuff in general seems to have this gimmick of dealing with lighter armored things. So if the CV can't affect the lighter armored shit, well, it gets pretty frustrating. At least that's my take on it. Nagato tier 7, I don't know if I can Citadel that. Pretty dominant position here. And that, sir, is why I think you do a good job. Great education. Well, thank you.
Affirmative. Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
I mean, I realize this guy's out in Never Never Land, but there's a DD out here, so what the hell's he gonna do? The Harakaze might actually try to run him down. Yeah, so he's spotted. Harakaze's gonna torp. Assumably, he's going to smoke. Whatever. Torps don't hit. So you work on the Sen Yang. I mean, we have all caps, so doing pretty okay. Any tips for increasing CV average damage at tier 10? So I am not a damage farmer. I identify two different types of CVs. One is a support carrier, one is a striker carrier. Striker specifically is a carrier player that is so consistent and so solid at dealing just shitloads of damage. Granted, carriers are a damage limited class. You only get a certain number of resources, which means you can only do so much damage per match. Depending on how aggressively the enemy uses their AA to block you. But what it means is that there are some people that are so extremely good at just dealing damage, that's how they win. They run around hurting things a lot. While I'm not a striker, you know, I shoot a lot of things in a CV, so... Oh my god, please. Can we hard turn on this? We might live long enough to shoot. Maybe? I think that's a kill. Work on the North Cal.
Enemy destroyer fired.
The first thing for increasing your damage, don't miss, which sounds kind of dumb. Your midway has 63% win rate after 100 games, but only 80,000 average damage. Most likely, Richmond, what you're doing is hunting destroyers. If you're not dealing very much damage, you're probably attacking ships that you don't deal very much damage to. But if you have a high win rate, it's probably because you're exerting a lot of influence on the ships that have less health. If you're not doing a lot of damage, I mean. So like if you bomb a battleship, you'll bomb for like 16 to 20,000 in the midway. You bomb a destroyer, you're gonna hit for like 4 to 10. There's a difference there. So if you don't have a lot of damage, it's probably because you're focusing on low damage influence plays, which is okay. It's a good thing to do. But if you're specifically trying to get damage, then you need to focus on hitting every time you shoot with everything you can. You also need to work on your resource to damage ratio. How many planes do you lose to do how much damage? You come out with torps. You torp something, you deal 20,000 damage, but you lose 6 planes doing it. So that's 6 planes gets melted into 20k. That's what you get. That's all you get. Those planes are dead now. Can you convert, can you do 3 planes for 20,000 damage? Because then if you get that, you could do it twice. Lose 3, get 20,000, lose 3, get 20,000. Well, that's 40k, especially if you get floods or something. So it's about 1, hitting. It's about 2, resource trades. How much are you losing to get this much damage? 3, you need to be very vigilant in terms of damage controls. You need to try to focus on, did you set a fire? Did they put it out? Can you reset a fire within their damage con window so that you get a full fire or you get a full flood? You have to pay a lot of attention to that. If you're trying to get your damage up, you're going to be interacting with non-nimble cruisers, Petropavlovsks, Moskvas, things that are just going to sit there and get shot, and battleships. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes the battleships are grouped up. You don't really have a good way to go. So you have to kind of fall back to, how many planes am I losing to be able to do something? What's that number? What's the number that works? How do you make it, how do you make that number come out to the good in the end? But that's really what you have to focus on, because that's the process of farming damage. Well, so Atius says high damage is accurate, rapidly cycled attacks on high health targets. The rapid part is not necessarily the case. So I'm going to stop this for a moment to address this. I think I have a video on this, but I don't remember if I do, so I can't link it because I don't remember what the hell I would have titled it. So in terms of CV positioning, I think it was like a talking thing is what it was. If you have, we'll say aggressive positioning. So we'll pretend we're looking at that map that we just did. There's 3 caps, they're all in the center, whatever. Now, in a CV, you could move your CV and you could bury this thing all the way to this island here, because there's like a big island that's in this area or something. You could bury your CV on this point, and you could come out and you could strike, and then you could strike, and then you could strike, and then you could strike. But again, rule number 2, there's damage divided by planes. So if you deal 10,000 damage and you lose 1 plane for it, that's a great damage to plane ratio. If you do a 10,000 damage rate and you lose 10 planes for it, that's extremely different. In a tier 10 match, you're going to expect to lose about 50 planes. So this is what you expect to lose. The only thing this allows you to do is attack faster, which means you're losing planes faster. If you lose 2 planes every strike, you're going to lose 2 planes, 2 planes, 2 planes, 2 planes, 2 planes. Eventually, that's going to burn through what you've got, and then you're not going to have planes for a while. This is advantageous if the match is a blowout. 6 to 8 minutes. You're going to blow through your clip in about 6 to 8 minutes. You're going to run dry, and then, the match is done. Yay! Well, you got a bunch of damage within the window of time that the match happened. When you stay back, as I tend to stay back, I don't really commit for the island dives and the bullshit like that. The amount of time it takes you to get from point A to point B is kind of baked into the regen cycle. So you use rockets, you use torps, you use bombs, you go back to rockets, whatever. As you're doing your rotation, they're usually going to have a squadron to be able to provide for you, unless you took a particularly nasty hit, like you ate a shitload of flak, or you were forced to dive a destroyer that was buried in a pack of offal and you lost a bunch of shit for it. So having the further position is going to give you better timings for the regen rotations of your stuff. Having a closer position means you're going to attack very quickly, but you're going to blow through what you've got. And if you got a handgun, you shoot until your bullets are out, and then you got to reload. There's no way around that. This is going to be the same. You shoot until your bullets are out, and then you have to reload. But because you're playing more slowly, there's more time from point A to point B because you're not aggressively positioned from here. There is regen that's going to happen, so it's naturally you'll have something ready to use when it comes time to use it. It's not necessarily better or worse. If you're trying to go for the damage farming, high damage, high PR, whatever games, the biggest roadblock for you is how to, one, I use all the resources I can within the time frame that I'm expecting to have, and two, how do I get the best damage to plane ratio while doing it? And the way to make the damage better is to hit. So you need to hit, and then you need to read the map so that your plane loss is going to be as low as possible. But sometimes you're going to take loss. It just is what it is. Good playing with you. Yeehaw, Zolm. Rapidly cycled attacks spend less time in AA, take less damage overall, and heal more damage. Rapidly cycled attacks spend less time in AA, take less damage, and heal more damage. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain that one. The spend less time in AA, I don't know why you're saying that. Every attack is going to have an attack period where you're going from either outside of the AA through the AA to strike, or you're going to have an attack period where you're turning, cycling in the AA, coming back in to strike. Either way, there's an AA window between strikes. Typically, the way that I teach carrier is that every time you strike a ship, that ship is going to have a number, an imaginary number. It kills 1 plane per attack. It kills 2 planes per attack. It kills half a plane per attack. Whatever that imaginary number is, that's what it does. So you come out, you strike, you fastly cycle another attack, you come in, you strike, you're going to lose 1 plane, 2 planes, half a plane. That shit doesn't change. So I don't know where the take less damage overall comes in with the rapid cycle attack thing. Unless there's a specific way you're trying to say that you mean. So if you're close, you tend to have boost available. You boost in, attack, and bail. No turning around. Meaning you attack and then you recall. Every time you bail and return, any planes get healed. So, alright. Well, I mean, just because this is interesting, I guess. So what he's saying is, if you have your carrier located here, and because there's an island that's keeping you safe from whatever the bad guy is, and there's a bad guy over here doing bad guy stuff. Bad guy's AA goes out to this distance, we'll say. And just for understanding purposes, we'll give him a mid-range, and then we'll give him a short range. Because I do draw this a lot as a reinforcement mechanism. So this is going to go out to X range. This is 3.5. This is, say, 2. It's not drawn to scale, whatever. So what he's saying is, you're going to lift off. You're going to penetrate the AA here. You're going to go in. You're going to strike and immediately recall. Gone. So you take some damage, come back, whatever. The planes go immune. They come back. They fly. They heal. You do it again. You cycle. Back, 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 back. Over and over and over again. The reason why I think this is deceptive is the way that I preach AA. When attacking this ship, easy numbers. You lose 1 plane. So if you attack this ship, you lose 1 plane coming in. You turn around and you attack this dude again. It's a really good chance you lose 1 plane over here as well. So instead of going single attack, return, single attack, return, single attack, you're losing 1 plane per attack over and over and over again. The fact that they came back and healed in case you touched some flak or some of the planes were yellow or something, you lose 1 plane per attack. If there are multiple ships, so this one does 1 plane, this one does 1 plane, then cumulatively use 2 planes per attack over and over. Lose 2, lose 2, lose 2. The best part about the fast cycling is going to be there's a reload cooldown. So if you're coming in, you attack. which means you're just going through one prep phase, you make a shot. Prep phase, roughly 4 seconds. After you've attacked, you're going to have a reload phase of approximately 4 seconds, followed by a prep phase of 4. So you have 8 seconds of potentially coming in and lingering in AA, unless you're able to get out, and then come back in and make a follow-up strike. So in this case, yes, you do linger more, but often people use priority sector on one side, so they deal some damage coming in. The other side is weakened a little bit. It kind of works out that you expect to lose roughly the same amount of shit that when you came in the first place. I don't necessarily see the difference here. Every attack you make, you lose X, which means you're going to slowly whittle down what you have over and over and over again until you don't have stuff anymore. We have a video with the Endom that really demonstrates this. That's because the Endom has slingshot mechanics. The slingshot mechanics have been removed from the game. Offensive slingshotting doesn't matter anymore. For the Indomitable, it does. That is the one carrier that was designed by the game developers to use offensive slingshotting. The other carriers had it removed because it avoided the AA interaction in a way that was not considered healthy, so it was removed from the game. The Indomitable has 2 attacks per squad, meaning basically that it can pre-drop 1 attack, go into a slingshot animation, and then drop. That's what it does. So I realize that it might look like that ATS, but the Indom was literally designed in a different way than other carriers because basically Wargaming increased the drop, they slowed the drop timing on the bombs. And when they did, players immediately thought, oh, fuck, this is pretty cool. We could do this now. And they came up with slingshotting. And well, unfortunately, that did not work very well. It didn't work in a healthy way with already existing carriers. So they got rid of it, but at the same time, the game devs probably thought, well, at the same time, this is kind of a cool mini game, right? So they designed a carrier that used the mini game as its own little, like, kind of interesting play mechanic. Because sometimes you have happy accidents. You didn't mean for it to come out that way, but oh shit, it did. That's kind of cool. Well, we're like an even tier match. This is kind of cool.
Battle starts.
Four DDs. Should you go to tier 6 on a nation to see if you enjoy the ships and learn them before checking other nations? Well, I don't have a good answer for that. Tier 6 in general, in terms of like cruisers and battleships and stuff, tier 6 is pretty inaccurate, awkward, kind of kludgy. So I don't know if it gives you an accurate representation of what the line will ultimately become. As the things really start to firm up and make more sense at tier 8 through 10. It's a significant difference. So as far as carriers go, tier 4 will introduce you to the ordnance of the carrier. You don't have to worry about fighters. There's extremely little flak at tier 4. Mostly you're just experiencing, okay, this is what the rockets are like. This is how they work. This is what the torps are like. This is how they work. This is what the bombs are like. This is how they work. So you get kind of a basic introduction to the mechanics of the weapons. And then tier 6 is where you get put into still a learning tier experience, but more advanced versions of the weapons. There's more advanced fighter, there's play, there's fighters that you have to deal with. The flak is a little more numerous, the AA is a little stronger. I think he goes down without us, right? Maybe not. Well, I don't really want to eat the fighter for free, but I think we do. Did we lose planes? We did. That's too bad. Well, the Omaha went out, so that was a wasted shot. If you watch Damage Farmers, they push and cycle. Well, yeah, but again, one of the biggest reasons to push is because if you're damage farming, every single game counts, including blowouts, the games where like the enemy just suicides like the Omaha did and just dies. So in those cases, you only have 5 or 6 minutes to try to get as much damage as possible before the match ends. So if you start the match with 40 planes, well, you've got 40 planes burning a hole in your pocket that you're just waiting to throw away to do some kind of damage before the game is done. So in that case, you need to move up because you need to throw every single plane you have at the enemy to try to get as much damage as possible before the game runs out. So that's definitely a big advantage of it, absolutely.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Farragut smoke lasts forever. We have another 30 seconds on the fighter. Fubuki smoke does not. Texas Koenig. Let's try and see if we can spot this. Farragut bails.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Acknowledged.
Let's try and stay on top of the Fubuki. I assume he's still in here. I could be wrong. Smoke should be dissipating soon. Farragut is running. There's the Fubuki. Cool. He's gonna run in front of a Varus. Well, maybe they don't do anything about it. Kind of suck.
I need intelligence data.
A little too low. $1,500 we should be able to do. Should get him. Did.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Got rockets for the Farragut. Or fuck, the T-22. Holy shit. When did this side get dominated? That's a problem. Do we know where the T-22 is? Do you have an idea, Samson? Well, we found him. There we go. Pop the engine boost, try and get in here and save his ass. You need to run as fast as you can, little bud. T-22 smoked. Getting pinched between that and the Farragut. T is in smoke. He's gonna go down. Unless you got another smoke screen, which I don't think you do for like 30 seconds. Alright, well, he got pinched on a collapsing flank. Unfortunate. Ooh. Yes, please. I think this dude's done. No! Dare to dream. Minikaze's coming back.
Requesting assistance.
Well, they're all hurt. Hatsu's somewhere as well. Oh, he did smoke before, though, so he's not gonna have smoke on the cap? Good. We can try to screw with him here. This is poor because he's gonna charge the rockets. I need him actually to turn because he's gonna light me. So by coming in from that angle, it actually told him, hey, you should charge the rocket planes in this direction. Well, that saves me there. Hatsu plus Farragut, still problems. Minikaze, I don't think really has guns. Viserys does if he wants to move up. It'd be nice if the Viserys started playing in the front. That would be good. Hatsu smoked? Hatsu smoked. We don't have much going there. Let's keep running. We'll try to find the Farragut, which is in smoke. Hatsu is lit briefly. Pop a fighter over the smoke. Fighter comes down from above in the sky, so while that dude's AA was on, we saw him over the smoke because he shot the fighter.
Attention, all forces defend
Please.
the base.
Come on, come on. We'll relight him shortly. We don't really have much damage. Might get lucky with dispersion. We did not get lucky with dispersion. We're about to be lit by the Ismail. Good. Useful. Bomb the Ismail now. Fucking Farragut's on the cap now.
Fighter airborne.
Where is the Viserys? Thank you.
Teammate, I need your support.
Need you to deal with that, sir. We dead? Didn't shoot at us. Are being torpedoed, though.
Teammate, I need your support. Teammate, I need your support.
Guess we have to go for the Konisberg then. That's gonna hurt. That might clear him off. We're gonna work on the Konisberg. Please die. Eats one, maybe two of those. Get this dude to broadside in front of people. There's the Farragut. What you doing, buddy? Feel pretty okay about that. That's a kill. Let's work on the Farragut.
Destroyed an enemy cruiser.
I don't think he can turn this. No. Try to keep him penned in. He's gonna beach.
Destination reached.
Rocket
Autopilot
planes.
mode disabled. Autopilot mode.
Fighter airborne.
The hit, which is nice. He's lit for a moment. He's dead. Good. Bombs for the Doria or the Koenig. Okay. Something Gaishu damage? What? What damage farmers can you watch? Gaishu farms damage? I don't think, definitely not Kasivi made. I don't think he farms PR. I think he's also gone for win rate a while ago. So he doesn't give much of a shit about damage. If you ever see 07 guys play CVs, they would probably be looking for damage. 07 uses PR stats as part of their marketing. So that would definitely be a thing you would see if you saw them playing it. They don't often play carriers because 07's got the whole like fuck CVs thing going on. Who else? There's not a lot of carrier players really. Not that stream. So I don't know how to tell you about that. Bombs to the Doria?
Autopilot mode disabled.
Yeah. Come on, come on.
Anti-aircraft fire
Autopilot
support.
mode enabled.
Yeah, life is tough, friend.
Problem solved, sir.
You want to see what? The Ranger? Bro, the Ranger's up my ass, not yours. So we did drop enough planes that should chew off the rest of those planes. The rest of the torpedo planes. Yeah, so You had to rapid cycle some because you don't get a lot of fighters at tier 6. And our defensive fighter was still on cooldown, so he could have torped us multiple times there. I wanted to strike the Doria, but... Come on. It's fine.
Fighter airborne. The ship is on fire.
Let's get strike again. I didn't have time to pre-drop. We have 3 on the bombers. Too bad. Just bail. It's fine. We're gonna have to go back to torps again for the ranger.
Fighter airborne.
Which is okay. And he has how many torps? Some, but not enough. I think he's impatient. Might be able to juke those torps. We can probably get a strike here. Nope, it's turning through. Ryujo's rudder is actually very fast. It's pretty sexy. I'll give us a fresh one. Keep turning. Juked. Working on this. We have more fighters on the bombers we can use after this. We want him to go through the fighter. We did line up for him, which is a problem, but this will be what it is.
Critical engine damage.
So that'll stop his second attack. We don't get the kill here. I mean, he had too much of a health lead. We have one more. It's fine. Rockets probably? We just burned some planes, right? This doesn't kill us. Fighters latch, do the thing. Might kill us. CVs was hold slow to respond. Nope, we lived there. Takes off with more rocket planes. We might get the kill on this. We have to turn. Rocket planes would actually be the best choice. But he's probably dead before. Supposed to turn, buddy. He's not gonna turn. CV does not turn. You serious? Very well. Captain Fuckboy did not kill us. He did try, though. I'm sad that you didn't let me get the kill, but thank you very much for your assistance in this matter, good sir. Right.
Autopilot mode enabled.
This is correct. Second drops on CVs don't usually work because of the defensive fighter cover that is on the CV. But we run right out of fighters, so... Yeah, currently she is a floating pile of garbage that has yet to sink. Drop off the tip of the nose. Single sit. Buddy? I don't know why you are running in this direction, but can you stop? I mean, he's like trying to block for me, but there's nobody to do anything. Note how fast he did about 40,000 damage from there. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're attacking multiple times, but at the same... So, alright. Let's say the ranger doesn't have the defensive fighter. I come out with 8 torps. I drop. I lose half a plane. Half a plane to 1 plane. Spin around. I drop. I've now lost 1 plane. I've used 4. We've got 3 remaining. I spin around. I drop. Like, if I had the ability to sit on top of the ranger and strike him 3 times, I absolutely would have done it. But the defensive fighter was the problem. Ideally, when you're striking in a situation like that, you want to strike with either 4 planes, so you strike with 2, lose 1 to AA, the fighter kills the other one, so it's only killing a single plane to burn a consumable. Or you come in that case, on the ranger with only 2 planes, hope that the AA doesn't kill one, and then you drop with your 2, meaning you don't interact with the fighter at all, because after you've dropped, your planes are leaving. And I didn't 100 to 0 him. The Normandy helped out. He got some shots in there. Can we just cap this and be done? Do we have to chase these guys for the next 20 minutes? How do we bring the game back? I don't know. Fairy dust. No cap, kill all. You guys just open water gunboat or something? Like, shoot. Make him dead. I don't think we even get there in time. Maybe we do. Congo has too much health to matter. Oh, we might get a kill. If we get 2 citadels, he's dead. Please die. He didn't die. We did some damage. Whoa! So how much did we do to him? 26. Didn't do 40. A significant amount of that was from the Normandy. But that's what we did. Because I was rapid cycling to drop fighters over and over on top of myself. I blew through all the fighters we had. So we killed 3 attack aircraft, 6 bombers, 10 torpedo bombers with fighters. Quite a bit. Then I did some to something else. Did some to something else. I mean, I had like 105,000. I shot things, sure, but in terms of what I did to that ranger, I did not, 100 to 0 him. He was shot by the Normandy, I think, is what helped out. Was it 45k when he started pushing me? I don't know. We dealt with the Fubuki, these things. You might have been thinking the Ismail. I think the Ismail pushed us. I don't know. I mean, if we watch the replay, I'm sure it would say or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Let's getting my ass kicked over and over. So I stayed in it to win it, because, you know, doing the thing. How far are we? 636k? It's 4 to 5 matches maybe? First time you played with me? Well, that's good, Z-Sol. Hope you had fun. The hell? You have to leave? Mind if a friend of yours joins? Have him send me a message. I don't know who your friend is. Am I waiting or are we going? Shit. That. I assume this is the person? Battleships pushed you out of the cap, though? What were you playing, Z-Skull? For DDs, you're gonna have to pay attention to that. So outside of carriers, what other ships would you like to look at for the US? Since you're liking German cruisers. German cruisers are, the US is very different than the German line. German has torps, even on a battleship on its tech tree line. I don't. It's a very different experience, especially with the gunplay. The guns are very floaty, very fucking floaty. So you might be used to being able to hit things at range with the German cruisers that you're just. It's a different world with the US stuff. Specifically, like, they have high DPM, they've got a lot of capability, and they're good at firing over islands, but it's going to take a lot longer for the shells to get there, which can be kind of obnoxious. You will have access to radar consumables, which, with everything that comes with that, which is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Every ship kind of has its own gimmick, or every line has its own gimmick concept, and I don't know what you like to do, so I can't make recommendations on what line to play or how to play it. But if you know what you like to do, you might be able to ask in chat and probably get a good response from people that could tell you, oh man, have you tried at this line yet, or that line? It could really be, it could be a lot of fun. Ushin, Anshin. So we already lost 2 planes, which is kind of a lot. For destroyers, anyway. Duka's got defensive fire rolling, I think. We did get some good information there, which is kind of nice. It's falling back to the Duka that's got the defensive fire going. We'll see if there's anything over here. This might be a lemming trade for AB. Let's see if there's anything down here for these guys. If there's not, cool. There's not, because they're both over there. Can you get out, Samson?
All stations requesting fire
Can
on
you
a
smoke?
designated
Can you get out, or are you spotted? I mean, double Fubuki, it probably doesn't fuck you over. I think those are torpedo boats.
Autopilot mode enabled.
So they probably have terrible guns. So, I don't know, maybe you're okay. I'll head over there to help if I can. Double Dunkirk pushing mid, 2 DDs mid. These guys for a long wrap, that's going to be 2, maybe 3 minutes before they're relevant, but they're going to be farming a West Virginia. Fighter is lighting the Ranger, so at least it's potentially they could take some shots at that. Overfly, unfortunate.
All stations concentrate fire on the target.
Come on, come on. Let's cut in. Also an overfly, unfortunate. New Mexico's chipping in. Drop a fighter for that. Maybe I can help with this one.
Fighter to fighter airborne.
He's gonna turn out. Or not. 6 in. Dunkirk's pushing is a problem. We'll try and work on that.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
I might try to flex behind the island. Can't push this with the Dunkirks on the middle. We'll work on the Dunkirks. Played against a 20-kilometer Wooster with Bogsy last week. He couldn't hit anything. Yeah. I mean, when you're shooting 20 to 25 seconds in front of somebody, I mean, you're shooting off the screen. You're performing magic tricks is what you're doing. Pop the fighter. Does it somehow aggro this? Oh, it gets... He loses that. That's good. How hard is this dude turning? Kinda hard, actually. Good. Bombs for the Dunkirk. We don't have to... Well, we don't... Whatever. I mean, we could still play. Realistically, I think this Dunkirk's gonna have an unpleasant situation, so...
I need intelligence data.
Let's try to fight this back. Then the Normandy can brawl with the Fuso. Don't know where the DDs are, which is a problem. Maybe we can catch that. Hard turn left, see if we can scout DDs. No Citadels is sadness. Seemingly in smoke. Fuso's chiseling long range. 23 to 52, we have to keep working on that. Cool. Div's holding back the DD storm at Alpha, so they're fine. Icarus is poised to bail and has smoke if needed. He is okay. Whiff. Oh, we tagged him a little. Anshin's over there. Do you get to attack again? Probably. Plane health is low, but we should lose one plane to be able to maybe get a Citadel. Can torp this. Do you guys need help today, or are you okay? I'm assuming y'all are okay. Try to work on the Fuso. Doing okay. Got it. Double DD will be an issue, but we've got 2 DDs rolling up on them. As well as a New Mexico that might eat torps and die. I don't know if I led too far. Led a little too far, but he hits that on the nose. We did get a flood. Cool. Normandy is slowly pulling into parity with the Fuso. We get one. I don't think we get the second one. Unless he straightens out, which he won't. But he is dead. Okay.
Our victory is in sight.
Hatsu can't fight. 2 against 1. Icarus goes down. Hatsu's out of position. He's trying to take the Fushun with him. Maybe. Unless he's trying to ram. I don't know what he's doing there. Fushun goes down to the Hatsu. He slows down to smoke, right? Can't slow down. Torps. Might beach here. Fighter for spotting. Help with the Fubuki.
Fighter airborne.
Autopilot mode
Fubuki's probably dead. Yeah. Hatsu's actually pretty fucked up. I guess I have to hunt the engine. Kiting is the German cruiser line. German cruiser line excels in very, very far and very, very close. German cruisers are armored, so they can take a beating even when close. Plus, they've got Hydro, which gives them an information advantage against torpedoes and enemy ships. Here's the engine.
All stations, concentrate fire on the
So
target.
armor, torpedoes, Hydro, you know, gives them a lot of advantage there. Overshot, slammed on the brakes. Guess he was trying to get his torps in. Torp that. Not bomb. Torps for this. Or very, very far. There's a lot of rear gun configuration stuff that allows the Germans to be able to kite, and their shell velocity is pretty good, so you can accurately hit at long range distances, set fires over and over and over again. They don't have great fire chance per se, but they have excellent pen. So you have very reliable HE damage. Might burn down. You have very reliable high explosive damage. You have great armor piercing damage if you can get the pens. If you can get the AP to actually rip into the ship. If you don't, well, then that's going to be problematic. How much time on this? 31K. Rune is made to kite. Oh, that's right. I have to change that too, don't I? Oh, works out. Cool. 2DDs. Recognize that.
Battle starts.
Recognize his name. I could close support or I could take
Autopilot
mid
mode
position.
enabled.
Tend to prefer mid positions. Fighter here, swing over for scout. In 20 games with ships, you were attacked by planes 5 times. Do that. Ooh, buddy.
airborne.
Balti and Farragut have defensive fire.
Concentrate fire on the designated target. Fighter destroyed.
Watch yourselves over there at A. The Atlanta and Eisenhower are not really in a position to be able to assist you. If you guys end up going wide, that might hurt. Or commit, it might hurt. Don't really want to strike the Surrey. Try to help with the Farragut, I think. He's pulling away from the Balti. If we could do something with that, that'd be very useful. Odds are they will do well on this. Tends to take some damage on the trade, but maybe we can light the Farragut for them. The Suryaoba and Eisenhower stuff, that's going to be a problem. I'm pretty sure Skug's going to know how to deal with carrier attacks, as well as is probably playing close to their AA. So we dropped the fighter for some aerial like spotting, but that's really it.
Waypoint reached.
There's only 2 DDs and we have a good idea as to where they both are. Might see the Balti here. He is definitely in his smoke still. Love you too. Oh, buddy, buddy.
Get back!
No.
Get back!
Where the fuck is the Balti? Are they playing together? Aoba might be something we can deal with. There's the Balti.
Reporting the target position.
Farragut's pulling in.
All stations. Concentrate fire on the target.
See if I can strike the Balti somehow.
Airborne.
Probably not. We got through for what it's worth, but I don't think it did very much.
Get back!
Okay.
Fighter destroyed.
Let's police this a little. These guys are moving up. This is the scary shit. Gneisenau goes down. Watch out. Watch out, numbers.
Destination reached.
Gneisenau goes down. Farragut might get emboldened. It's only 3 ships to 5 down on that flank.
Fighter airborne.
I might end up lighting the Farragut, although I think he just smoked. Roma? Jesus. It's too much shit here. Way too much fucking shit here. Cool. Well, at least we have a scout on that. Did get hits on the Virginia. Blowing through a lot of resources, but we have a lot of cap.
Get back!
Please don't push that. Even if you spot, you have an Atlanta that doesn't have the range to shoot it in a Pensacola that's got half health. There's no taking this. You don't push this. You can watch it, you can screen it, you can torp it, but you can't push it.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Fighter airborne. Fighter destroyed. Concentrate fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Okay. So Atlanta's running.
Teammate, I need your support.
No, the Bismarck's not going to somehow magically kill 6 people. Bismarck does not need to walk over to A and die. So that's grasping at straws. You just need to get the fuck out, throw torps at the people as they advance, and do not get spotted. Bismarck's dead. So now he's gonna get shot to shit by 7 ships. Might get lucky there.
I need intelligence data.
Yeah, this side just got stonewalled. It's a flint in the smoke. The Farragut's HP was damn near full, so there's no plays to be made there. There's nothing to do other than bail. Okay. Hopefully the North Cal doesn't die to the Shira.
I need intelligence data.
Bismarck got clocked. There's no reason he should have walked into that. Do we get to see this guy? Oh, he must be hydroed. Good, that'll be a kill. That maybe helps somehow. We have a lot of assets over there. The points are still fairly even. Please, please don't shoot. Please just get the hell out of there. Please do not die. Ever. Don't ever get shot for the rest of this game. Do not ever take any shells in your general direction for the rest of this game. If you die, this whole game is completely screwed. Alright. Gneisenau, maybe? Gneisenau's getting hurt. That's good. We're still 2 caps to 2. We're down a lot of health. Veneto's the next one to get farmed, but if the Gneisenau goes down, please back up, dude. Please back up. Good, he's reversing. Thank goodness. Okay. Roma has too much health. Gneisenau has too much health. Gneisenau's coming for the torpedoes. Might be able to fuck this guy over.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Please don't get close enough to torp. The answer is no. Yep, that's right. Slam on the brakes. You don't want to eat carrier torps. I know, they're real big and scary. Definitely don't want to torp our Veneto. That is not what you want to do. That's a kill. No, you do not use your guns for the rest of this game until you suddenly see that 7 of their teammates are dead. The answer is no. You can throw all the torps you want at whatever you want to throw torps at. Roma. Do we have a chance to Citadel or Roma? Fuck. Answer is no. North Cal's no slouch.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
don't know why we see the Farragut. I guess he's being outspotted, which is great. Maybe he doesn't have all the concealment skills or whatever. Pretty sexy. Han's got a lot of health. Why the fuck is the Farragut still spotted? It just doesn't even begin to make sense to me. Oh my god, the Baltimore. No. How bad is this? Maybe pretty bad. I mean, we did some damage. That's useful, right? There's still 2 caps to 2. Mahan goes for this silly, weird swipe thing. Hopefully those torps land. Otherwise, that was completely wasted. And torp the Balti.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
There's the Farragut over the smoke.
Fighter airborne.
Try to bomb this. Or North Cal is dead.
All stations, reporting the position of a strategic target.
You can smoke and farm now.
Fighter airborne.
Rockets. Fuck you. Overpen.
Good show.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Get back!
Farragut somewhere. All kinds of full house shit everywhere. Samson, I need you to be on this corner looking to get torps into something. Preferably a full health battleship that you murder and make very sad. Yeah, you need to be on the island ready to come around it, torping that Richelieu. That is your job, sir. Smoke if you have to. Get the CV off you. Don't give him free intel. You're an Icarus. You've got smokes.
Fighter airborne. Fighter destroyed.
I got nothing. Torps into the Richelieu, sir.
Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode enabled.
Fighter airborne.
Very
All
good.
stations
Very good.
requesting fire on the designated target.
The enemy is about to win.
Damn it. Farragut's lit again.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship. Fighter destroyed.
Bailed around the corner. It's perfectly fine. You might be able to ring the corner and hit the Farragut. I'm about to light him. About to light the Farragut if you're not dead yet.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
600, we probably take him. Should be a kill. Is not a kill.
Autopilot mode disabled.
You can still see the Farragut. You should take shots at him.
Our team depends
Alright,
upon
well.
you.
I'm out of everything. How much further? A lot. 26. 5 matches. Happy Friday night to you too, H Castle. Best way to grind tier 6 is operations? I mean, I guess. In general, we do about 6 to 8k per game. I guess that's low too. I don't know. Maybe not. They show me your Immelman captain. So Wraith, what I'm going to do instead is I will cleverly pimp my YouTube. Because somebody actually asked this before. So if you go to the YouTube channel, you search in German Commander. So German CV Commander Skills. This is going to be a link which is going to tell you about the stuff that I consider pretty much mandatory for German commanders, then the stuff that's irrelevant to them, and ultimately it's going to be about making your own choices. The current thing that I have on the Richthofen is a ranked build, which is more faster, healthier with heals, and then 4 points or a full 10-point fighter build. So that's probably not what you're looking for. So that video should address what you are trying to learn. One thing you can compliment is my casting. Aw. I guess the rest of everything else I do sucks. It's kind of depressing. Right. You have Baltimore mines. Right. I do like casting, but I am not casting tomorrow. Bogsy has been invited to replace Maltese Knight, who I think is not available for the finals. So he will be doing the casting of the International on the World of Warships official channel thing. And I mean, we're kind of a duo, you know, we work together. I did get to cast with Mini Hannibal and Game Prodigy, which was actually a lot of fun. But they have their own thing. So rather than like try to jump in and third wheel it or whatever, Bogsy's busy. All right, cool. You know, I'll enjoy the weekend off. So I will just be a viewer.
Fighter airborne.
You and Overlord Boo would be good. Well, I mean, if he wants to bounce off me, have him send me a message on Discord. I didn't sign up though, but if they're welcome to have me join the training room or something, which I don't know if they would because they have a limited number of slots. I don't know if I'd be able to comment, but if he wanted to stream over Discord, I could watch over his shoulder and I could back and forth riff with him in terms of commenting. We could do that. I wouldn't be in the room, but I'd be over the shoulder and just commenting on his stream, I guess. I suppose that'd probably work. So we wouldn't fill the slots, but then I'd also need to know when the hell I'd have to be ready to do that. If he sends me a message on Discord, we could try to hash that out, but I don't think I have his Discord info. Got some hits. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to the matches. I got pulled into the conversation. Think you're very good commentary and camera work? Yeah, I mean, I play CVs. I look at the map all day. So it's like, I want to see the overhead. I want to know what's going on. I don't care about zooming in over the shoulder to see some dude shoot shells or whatever. Like, sometimes I guess there's some cool camera work to be done there, but for the most part, I want to know what's happening, which is how I tend to run the camera. And also, Bogsy kind of did it the same way, and then we got a lot of compliments for it. Like, hey man, we really appreciate being able to see the fucking game. So it just kind of became our style. So that is something that me and Bogsy do. Bugsy will not be casting the game. He's going to be doing the after action stuff. So like after the game happens, you know, they'll be kind of cutting over. Hey, what'd you think? You know, what was a decisive moment in your mind? And, you know, you pitch in a little bit of 30-second, minute-and-a-half blurb and give it back over to the rest of the folks that are commenting and stuff. Run rocket planes for the Fubuki.
Fighter airborne.
Well, you prepare for the crazy camera work that misses the big picture. Well, whatever the whoever that cast before, which I think it was like Stats Bloke and Gaishu, or Stats Bloke and I don't know. Whoever did the camera work before, I think there's that. But if I understand correctly, some of the camera work over on like the Russian server, they have like 8 different camera operators basically that all kind of, you know, watch the stream and try to pick up different sections of it so they can catch highlights, run replays. I mean, that's what you get when you have like a crew. No, I didn't take it as though you were insulting my ability to cast games. I just thought you're like, the only thing that I like about you is the fact that you cast well. Yes. Fuck your gameplay, fuck your ideas. That's more what I was making a joke at. It's okay. All right. These guys are all pretty clumped up. I don't think I have a way in on the mains, but the mines' defensive fire is down. He tucks in behind the island. We don't get to do anything there. Other than spot, I guess.
Fighter destroyed.
Kind of. Fubuki is shifting. I don't know what the Byron's doing, but at least we get to drop this for what it's worth. He is slowing down. I don't know why. He speeds up and takes 1 torp, though. Do we get to attack again? I mean, no, but we can try to dislodge him. The more this dude moves, the better. Those planes are dead. Asteris might kill the Doria. Byron is gonna get murdered for free. If this is like World of Tanks, North America is the most ignored region, but the biggest whales. Feels a bit unfair at times. Oh, we actually got one on the mines. Cute. And at least he got taken out, which is great. So that frees up Samson to be able to take the cap. He's got smoke in case he needs it. They do have a point lead, which sucks. Maybe we can work on the Viserys. And... okay, cool. We don't have to. These are all super high health. That stuff's all crazy. Bombs? For what? Torpedoes probably for the Miyoko. If you're gonna go Delta, just remember there's a bunch of battleships, so you're not gonna be able to take the cap if they rush you, but you can certainly torp them.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Just watching Ensconce makes me want to play CV, but likely you'll suck at it. It's okay. Everybody starts somewhere, man. You want to learn how to play a destroyer? Run around a destroyer. You get murdered a lot. Eventually you figure out how to get murdered less. Eventually you figure out how to murder other people while getting murdered less. And you get better. Such is life. Okay. Byron is, I guess, hunting the CV. We might get lucky with this Miyoko. Miyoko's tier 7. She's not a joke. Turns in or broadsides? Does nothing. Nothing is also an option. 1 torp. So we can chase this guy out a little. He's still hard turning.
Autopilot mode disabled.
Might work well. Probably just get 1. 1 more would be a kill, though. Drop the fighter, keep the CV lit. That's where the Fubuki is. Interesting. Can't Citadel in New Mexico. Can Citadel in Ismail? Maybe. Samson hopefully is torping those motherfuckers as they push. Which is exactly what he just did, so that's cool. We can bomb the Ismail. And the York maybe can siege down the Ranger when this intermittently spots him. Maybe, because the Ranger was actually pretty low. I don't know if the Ranger's doing anything. So I don't know if that's worth me going over there. How do the Torps look? Pretty sexy. I'm gonna go for the Ismail. I don't want to mess with this guy. Oh good, he's turning because he's scared of bombs, so he'll turn flat into the Torps. Nope, he's out accelerating. Sad times. Only took one. One's more than none. Single Citadel and nothing else after. It's kind of a bitch. Let's run, drop a fighter to spot the lower half. Can probably kill the Ranger with Torps. Maybe we cross come across the Fubuki. At least that'll get rid of that. Then maybe we can... Fuck, I don't know. Something. There is nothing up there. I know that much. Alright, well, rockets, that's two rocket attacks. No, he's dead. Not dead. Still, 2 rocket attacks for that. Malfi kills the New Mexico. Ismail bails. Doria is doing a weird secret mission thing. We're over prepared for the Ranger kill, which we might be able to get. Wherever the hell he is. Still down there. Cool. Fubuki's probably up here. 2 into the Ranger is a kill. Fubuki's probably there-ish. I didn't check the detection though, but that's my guess. Yeah, you absolutely take Charlie right now. Or Delta. You take Delta a minute ago. Good to see you again. Your reviews are super helpful. Cool. Do try to help. By the way, SFNL, I don't think you got to hear my orientation on how to DD. Somebody asked me. That's a kill. Oh, bye. Alright. Somebody asked me, you know, hey, how can I play Destroyer better?
Autopilot mode enabled.
So rules 1, don't fucking die. Rule 2, really don't fucking die. Rule 3, not kidding, don't fucking die. Rule 4, I'm serious, bruh, don't fucking die. Rule 5, whoever has the most friends wins. So if you're closer to your teammates when the DD engages you versus you being closer to their teammates, whoever's closer to friends is probably gonna win. Secondly, wait for the map influence to overtake before you move up for caps. That misses. Sad times. Nope, we got one. That's cute. I don't remember the other one. It was a while ago. What was the other one? Nope. Don't recall. I think it was more like you can take time. That worked out, sort of. Ismail swings around, no health. Ismail's dead. Work on the queen still. Fubuki smoked, taking A, but we're taking D. That's okay.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Ranger doesn't have us lit, but the Fubuki does? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Get clocked by the Ismail or what? Maybe we do. Oh, I'm probably okay. CV's dead, so he's got planes on a time limit. Fuck. Gonna keep healing. Fubuki is not in smoke, so we can bully that. Probably have to bully the queen. No, New Mexico and stuff. People, other folks will take that out. Let's look for the Fubuki. somewhere. Kabuki is somewhere. Evidently keeping us detected, so he's either over here or he's up here. I didn't check. Probably north? Secret mission bullshit? Drop a fighter to be sure. But we are still detected.
Fighter airborne.
Nobody has shots though, so this dude's probably coming around the island to surprise motherfucker us or something. Which is what he is doing. We can hard cut here.
Problem solved, sir.
Swing about 90 something degrees. Now we catch the line. We gotta ride the line because you can't turn it once it commits on the Japanese. Where do you turn? Turns that way. Come on, come on, come on. There-ish. Worked out. Not dead yet. Suki. Well, we're not spotted. At least crowd controlled him enough for that. CV is your worst class? It's probably the hardest class in your opinion. Well, I mean, there's aspects to the class that are very hard. There are aspects that are not. Learning how to shoot is certainly a different style of interaction. But the biggest thing is going to be, how do you deal with all the possibilities? If there's 100 different things you could do in a carrier, which one do you do? What is the right choice? And I mean, that's going to change. It's a good shot. That's going to change and evolve. Love you too, friend. That's going to change and evolve constantly. In terms of the mechanics of shooting, that's something you can learn in co-op and practice battles and stuff. But I mean, it really just comes down to influence. You know, what are you trying to do? And you don't have tons of damage. You get to come out and you do your little 5,000 damage here. You do your little 7,000 damage there. It's about trying to tip a situation in your team's favor. And hopefully your team is able to run with it. But sometimes they aren't. This guy, I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Just going straight, looking to kill shit, I guess. There's... He's got to turn out? Because of the New Mexico, right? Or maybe he just doesn't see the New Mexico? I don't know, whatever. We'll just torp this for... There's 40 seconds left. On a mission to kill the CV. Got a really good shot into us. Blocked us for like 70-80% of our health. TD spotted us very briefly. That's one, maybe two. Maybe two. Not two. 20 seconds. Do we get two or does it die? We do get two. Somebody died, so there's more time. Might hit him again. Engagement priority is the key. Knowing which ship to work on and making an influence on the battle. The days you just farm ships is over. Well, I mean, ultimately it's still a game. People are gonna do whatever the fuck they're gonna do. If they're gonna farm ships, they're gonna farm ships. It's just how they're gonna play. Okay. So much more. Sure, man. Do the thing. 18K. 3 more battles. Eventually we'll get there. You proud of yourself after that game? Woot. Whatever. Just do the thing. Star Destroyer farm ships. How often do you water your ship for maximum yield? Well, ships do perform best when on the water. So I would say every time you attempt to attack stuff, you probably do it while watering the ship. Where is this? Cool.
Action stations.
18, 8 kill, 3100 base XP win and an audacious. Your team really did not want to win. Well, congratulations. That's pretty kicking. Zarathustra.
Autopilot mode enabled.
It might be fighter build. It was not. Is it though? Just landed. That is a fighter build. Nice. 4 DDs is a problem. We missed the DD over here. Oh, fuck. Too much movement. Maybe? Oh. Didn't matter, but, you know, we got kind of lucky there. So no hot neck. Icarus will be spotted. I don't know why he didn't just smoke, which is what he did there. Still pretty stationary. We can do something about the Ohotnik.
Fighter destroyed.
Did not get much off of those runs.
Fighter airborne.
+1 even though you punched me in the face that last game? I'm sorry, Nox. What were you playing? Good kill on the Warspite, dude. Emerald on top of the Icarus. Icarus smoke's still down for probably about 20 seconds. Our Fushun is dead. No bueno. Come on. T-22 is smoked. Well, gonna be low on rockets. I mean, what else can we do? There's so many destroyers. Icarus is pushed off.
Requesting support.
Ryujo plane's gone. It's chiseled. Don't get hurt very much. That'll give him a little bit of space. Kind of. New York gets a good hit.
Fighter airborne.
T-22 versus Minikaze still scary, but he's got a Leander. Although they have a Dallas. I'm gonna keep looking for the Fubuki, see if we see anything there. Might be able to strike the buddy. Buddy! What are you doing, buddy? What do we do? Okay, there's the buddy. Guess we do strike the buddy, although that is disappearing, so we might actually spot this guy soon. Please. Break the guns? I mean, a little, I guess. Babuki. See some unpleasant looking tracers coming off the Budnoy. Yeah, not much there. Minikaze's trading with the T-22. T-22 forces him off. There's a gigantic fucking presence of awful. I don't know.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Teammate, I need your support.
I think we work on that. T-22 is down. That's really good. Work on the Dallas. Work on the Dallas.
Reporting the target position.
I don't have anything to do anything to the Icarus with outside of him derping into torps. Needs one. Needs two. He didn't slam on the brakes. Thought he was pushing forward.
Destination reached.
Dallas is not a joke. This is not a good line. I don't have the time to get a good line. Just have to take what we get. Oh, no. He's gonna eat one. Oh, fuck. Does he get both? That's a kill. Thought he was reversing. Have to deal with the Fubuki. I'll be over there to help you, Star Destroyer. I'll see if I can do something about him. Icarus is live and shooting at Samson. Samson also taking rounds, but he's got an Aoba and a smoke. Took a pretty nasty hit there. Feels like this is thinning out. Mexico's hiding for some reason. That's gonna be a problem. I think I have to bail from this. But maybe the Aoba kills it? No, you're able to make it out. Aoba farms down the Ryujo.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Let's get to 6 kilometers. Or we work on the Fubuki. So, hopefully, Star Destroyer knows where the torps are coming from. Nice whiff from both me and him. We can cut in on this. May we have this dance? Not great. This is being held off. Fubuki's still a concern. Aoba has eyes for the CV, which means he might die. Samson is not going for the Fubuki. You need to
Teammate, I need your support.
work on the destroyer.
Affirmative.
Ryujo goes down. Cool. Aoba probably takes the Fubuki, but I don't know if this guy has Hydro. Well, we are not detected, so he is definitely still in smoke. Does the Icarus have Hydro? I don't know if it does.
Fighter airborne.
Acknowledged.
Cool. Well, if you want to come over here and clean this bitch up, that's on you, Mr. Samson. These guys are still off in Never Never Land. We're just haunting this to try to crowd control him. It's close enough that he might just YOLO down Star Destroyer. Smoke is starting to fade. It's fading in the direction of Star Destroyer. Never mind, it's not. What the fuck? Weird. There's the torps. Oh, boom. He did. Icarus and B, but the game is done. You were the Fubuki? Oh, cool. Okay, once again, 4 DDs. We'll have to spend time working on that, but at least these are like relevant tiers, which is kind of cool. Not used to playing the Italian cruisers yet. I like the Trento. If I like the Trento, you'll probably do twice as good as me. Big thing is, the sidewall is a crippling weakness, but it's extremely good at bouncing shells, because it covers most of your side.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Yeah, you turn on a dime in the Italian ships, so they're extremely easy to whip around. And, I mean, that raised sidewall is not... It's actually a bonus. Strange as it sounds. Yeah, you have a lot of exposed citadel, but I mean, when you show that angle, you can just... All those big shells will slide right off. Even battleship caliber stuff. Okay. Here's what I'll do here. I'll drop this wide. Up mid. Since double CV or double fighter consumable, whatever. To display NA. I have a press account on EU. I've played that a few games. And I started an account on SCA, but it only has literally like 13 battles, so I don't have a carrier on it yet. I did hear SCA is like the hard mode server for carrier play, so I thought that would actually be pretty cool to do. Anshin v Minakaze.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Teammate, I need your support.
So if this dude's freaking out because torps and guns, we might actually land something, which would be cool. So close.
Fighter airborne.
Whatever.
Get back.
Trapped and burned to smoke made him sad. Didn't result in much though. Look for the Fushun mid, maybe? You're on the EU server? I have a lot of viewers that are on EU, because I tend to start streaming late night EU, early evening NA. So there are a lot of European viewers that I do tend to get. Fushun might be in smoke. Probably is. Help with the Minakaze. Anshin should take this. 16k to 5. I feel pretty good about that. Fushan might still be in smoke or whatever. And again, maybe we have to help him. He's not winning the trades. Slides into it. Hard cut, 1200 we could do, maybe. Now, he needs to get back.
Get back! Fighter airborne.
Love you too. Minakaze pushing.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled. Autopilot mode.
More shells coming in on us.
Fighter destroyed.
Seem to miss. I'm gonna work on the Minakaze here. Pensacola's pushing. This side will eventually wrap.
Designated target.
Should be able to fighter this. God knows we're not gonna be able to see it. Of course, he then shoots. So that's cool. Slam on the brakes, hard turn, cut a 90-degree turn. Pick the line. Did some oof, knocked his torps. So that's likely a damage con. Swings around. Trento's probably gonna clap him with sap. Expect the oof. There was some oof, but not enough oof. And same with there. We did light him on fire though, so he will burn out. Cool. He's dead.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
Great battle.
A little.
Anti-aircraft fire support.
I suppose I'm a little confused at what the CV is doing.
Negative.
I mean, what are you worried about? Is he hurting you? Because he seems to be shooting me. Whatever. I think he just wants assistance.
I need intelligence data. Fighter airborne.
New York's going to charge into the people that are going to torp him to death.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Yeah, I don't know. But eventually the Fushin smoke goes down. Samson, don't overcharge. If you got him lit, that's good enough. You don't need to get closer to 3 cruisers and a battleship than you have to. It's not about coming mid, it's just definitely not about charging them. You don't get bonus points for spotting them closer.
Requesting support. Get back. Requesting support.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
This dude's too whiny. Fushin, Pensacola. Fushin probably pop smoke again. That's what he does. Pensacola's under a fire, but we could take that unless there's shells coming in. Let's face it, there probably are. We shoot this guy quickly. And get out. You don't have to worry about fighters.
Enemy cruiser.
This is a problem. Of course, the destroyers mid are also a problem.
Affirmative.
Just chuck torps and run, Samson. Chuck torps and run. There's too many bad guys, not enough good guys. Chuck torps and run. You get spotted, you have 4 people that are gonna shoot shells right up your ass. Don't be that guy. Where's his YouTube channel? Exclamation point YouTube. And I think it's actually listed below the channel. I think it's in the description maybe, but I don't know.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
That's the YouTube channel.
Roger.
Fushin smoke's still up for a bit, so he is temporarily weak. Hard cut. Yeah, this double DD sharking around bullshit, like, we don't have a way to deal with this, so this turns into my problem. This is, we're gonna watch the Revolution die? Revolucia? Which is no fun.
Get back!
Really don't want to be stuck on destroyer duty, but there's nobody else to do it. All three of our other destroyers are dead. Right. Chuck Torps and run, Samson. Chuck Torps and run. You're sitting there, the Groff has a hydro. As soon as you get hydroed, you are stuck behind that island until you die. Unless you're making a YOLO play, Chuck Torps and run. You can pop smoke, but you're really the only one spotting, so that's not really an option for you. Pongo has a lot of health. Whatever. I guess we just start torping into this, because there's just too much shit over there. Samson, you're gonna get hydroed. And now you're gonna get pinched by an Aoba.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. Acknowledged. Attention, reporting the target position.
Dead?
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Samson, when you get the chance, I need you to get off this flank. I need you to go mid. I need you to help with the destroyers mid.
Affirmative.
Thank you. Rockets for this shit. There's one.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Furitaka goes down. Anshin is still derping around. There's still a Congo out there as well. Furitaka is not dead yet.
Fire on the designated target.
Let's try to get shells in, rockets in, whatever. He's looking at me, he's not looking at Samson, which is good. Should be a kill. Let's try to hit the Fushan. Don't know where the Fushan is. This dude's been blowing smoke like it's going out of style, so he can't be over there because we're detected. So I assume he's rushing up mid to try to make plays, but I don't know. There he is. Oh, he's 5D. 5D knows how to play. That would explain that. I don't really get anything here, but I will take the pot shot while I can, because I do have him spotted. Stay on this. Grofspay is leading the Congo on a chase. These two dudes over here are also a problem. I don't know. That's kind of a fair fight right now. Fushan to Icarus. Furitaka goes down. Fuck, man. HP on the Fushan is a little more than yours. Need to get it a little lower. 2360? That should hit. We just took off about 1500. He's pretty low now, so you should be able to handle that. Congo is dead. Grofspay torped him? Holy shit. That's pretty amazing. I have to keep running from the long shots from the Piotr Montecuccoli. You with your hydro should be able to murder the Fushan. You should be a-okay with that. And let's try to get this stuff off the board. Piotr Montecuccoli. Piotr Montecuccoli. There we go. Montecuccoli is lit. I don't have engine boost, but I can pop over the island. Because he is open water. Good kill, sir.
Thank you.
Good, he accelerates into it. That was concerning. He's dead. It's like, I can't see this guy. I would like to torp him, please. Right, Piotr doesn't have enough AA to really push us off, so we definitely have 2 drops, which should be enough to take him.
Destination reached.
Star Destroyer might get some good hits in here. That'll take him probably about 10k. Does a little more than that. And last few shells he burns down. Alright, so that's pretty solid in our category.
Autopilot mode
5 minutes
enabled.
at this point. Do I have fighters? Have some on the bombs? So,
Ends in 5 minutes.
Icarus has enough smoke that he can probably take care of himself. Trento, I think the CV's probably over there. So we can... whatever. We'll just do that. So if you want to keep sailing in this direction with the Trento, maybe we can run him down.
Fighter airborne.
And everybody else is gonna just make a beeline for the cap. I don't know if there's enough kills on the board for him to be able to equalize this, which would really suck. Yeah, UKDD is very flexible with their smokes. Very, very flexible. Hey, WC. Hello, Jolly Raja. There is the CV. You have shots on that, I'm sure.
Fighter airborne.
So we'll keep it lit. Omaha might take some shots as well, I don't know. Yeah, Omaha's taking shots. Trent will take shots when he gets around the island. Well, this one is done. So if anybody has any questions in chat, you can feel free to ask. Just gonna keep this dude lit while people are taking shots at him. Eventually, 3 minutes from now, this will be done, or when the Ranger goes down. Omaha might get clocked. No, 7k is too much. Would expect something like 2 to 3. He's outspeeding you? Sorry, brah. Omaha's not hitting. Ranger top speed's like 32 knots? I have no idea. I can look it up after the battle if I remember. Some hits. Not enough hits. Letting you farm. I'm in AP bombers. There's nobody that can spot this. I'd have to fly all the way back to even deal with this. You had a question earlier. You'll keep looking if you know it exists. A question earlier. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Probably a lot. But I don't know. I suppose it would depend on the woodchuck and his chucking ability. Please, after the match, can you show the Visor Commander? Sure. Visor Commander, Ranger Speed. He did. Okay. First off, Ranger Speed is 29.5. So whatever speed flag would put on there, probably about 32, I guess, yeah. Hey, sir. Whatever. What am I looking at? Sorry, I'm starting to fade. More faster, healthier. Wow. This is not the build I want to pick. Then again, what would I pick? So more faster, healthier, yes. More planes, sure. Patrol range, I don't know if I care about that at tier 6. These are okay. So I don't know about this. No and no. So that's what, 6 points, but where would I put them? I don't know. I don't know. I suppose you could do bomber speed for lulls, but I mean, more faster, healthier, this matters. I would say additional fighter consumables matter. Some boost talents, I suppose, are good, but I don't care about secondaries, don't care about torps, don't care about bomb speed, don't care about sight stab, don't care about flak stuff, don't care about the super fighter stuff because your fighters suck at tier 6. You only drop 3, which is not really much of a threat. Hidden Menace is bugged at the moment. You don't have heals. You would not use the Visor for secondary memes. I mean, you just have more points than you need. The Visor's not going to take advantage of it all. More faster, healthier, some extra planes, maybe some boost, and then whatever the hell you want, really. Wow. Oh, man. How much further do we have to go? Oh, this is not what I'm looking at. One more. One more. Then we're done. With the Ryujo. What time is it for me? 9:51 at night. Hey, it's Sconce. I've been watching plenty of your gameplay recently, trying to get better at CVs. I looked at your YouTube and Discord for FDR gameplay, but I cannot find any. Am I missing some? I don't often play the FDR, because the FDR runs around sledgehammering shit, which is fine. But, there's a front line, a mid line, and a back line. And if the FDR affects the back line and some of the mid line, it does not affect the front line to any significant extent, other than just kind of spotting it, which can be a problem because in random battles or with players you don't know, you may not be able to affect that front line, and those DDs might run over everything, stop people from moving, kill everybody, take all the caps, whatever. So the FDR can be maddening in that you don't have the tools to be able to make precision plays. If you're going to play the FDR, you probably want to play it in a division so that you have people that are in the div that can cover those precision plays so that you can focus on doing what the FDR is good at while they focus on holding and dealing with the front line kind of stuff. That would be my recommendation for that. So since the FDR is basically just a giant sledgehammer and it's not a chisel, recognize that all you get to do with a giant sledgehammer is do cartoonishly giant sledgehammer things. And you're going to need somebody that's going to be available to do the finer work, to complement what you can do. And while you might get random teammates that can do that, it's best if you bring a division or have some kind of teamwork that's going to allow you to fulfill that gap. Especially if you're against another CV that has the ability to do that precision stuff, which means that CV will out-influence you on the front line. And if there is no front line, your back line does not move up, will run away, and won't take caps while they just die slowly. So, yeah, front line, very important. DDs, very important. I guess we strike the Katovsky, and if we trip across something, all the better. Gepard has no smoke, so we don't have anybody on this side. The fuck? I mean, we're just gonna keep pushing them off. Oh my god, the Gremmy opened up. There's 4 people shooting at the Gremmy and there's 1 person shooting at the Gepard. I hope the Gremmy doesn't get hurt. Looks like he got out. Alright, well, we're not going to get the Gepard, but, I mean, we've chiseled off a lot of health from him, which is important. So that hopefully gives the Gremmy some room to work.
Fighter airborne. Acknowledged. Fighter destroyed.
Don't go deep, Samson. Although you don't have to worry about radar, so that's good. Just remember, if it comes down to a fight between you and the Matsuki, if you're closer to his friends than he is to your friends, you lose. So as much as you might want to go hydro him, if he pops out of the smoke, lights you, you're going to be shot by 3 different battleships and a Kirov. Kirov is very accurate. So, you know, it's fine to be aggressive when you got people to help you be aggressive, but right now you do not. Granted, I just came over with rocket planes, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Do we know how old the Matsuki smoke is? Okay, Matsuki is lit. Smoke, smoke, Samson, smoke. I'm gonna light him for you. Smoke now. Smoke before people shoot you. Use your smoke screen.
Fighter airborne. Fighter destroyed.
Decent. We don't get anything there, but that's okay. Nobody else taking a shot. Matsuki is hurt. Gepard is hurt. That's going to give us a lot of breathing room. We don't have enough over here to stop this push. I might come over and try to work on the Caracciolo. Don't really have the ability to do anything at A.
Mode enabled.
Whatever you do, Samson, do not go below the E line. Do not charge them. Don't make friends with them. They are not your friends. They want to hurt you. Stranger danger, sir. Stranger danger. Okay, we're going to try to work on this Caracciolo. Gremmy might be looking for the YOLO play. Play on an EU server, but you live in North America. Haku has a 65% win rate with about 100 games. FDR 52 with the same. It can't be normal. I mean, it's completely about what you can do in a ship. You know, you might be a great cruiser player, and you play one cruiser game, and it does great shit, and then you play a different cruiser game, and it does terrible. Just is what it is, you know? You do the best you can. Some stuff is gonna fit your personality better than other things. Oh my god. Italian shit's so maneuverable. He doesn't die. because the Italian stuff is pretty terrible against EDs, but I mean, he needed to land that stuff. You get a second torp or no? We don't. Caracciola's what? Tier 7? FTR is like Immelman, fun, or the Indomitable. It's just stuff has strengths and weaknesses. Like if you play the Des Moines is very different from the Hindenburg. It is. The Des Moines is very different than the Hindenburg. If you're good at the Hindi, awesome. That's great. You don't go from the Hindi into a Des Moines and just like, oh man, I'm gonna win everything. Because it's got a different kit. It's a different play style. FTR is similar. If you play the Japanese stuff, you're relying on long attack lines, you're relying on isolated harass, which is similar to the FDR. No citadels. I don't get to strike in on that again, we just have to leave.
I need your support.
Good luck and fair seas.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Yes, the problem is when you have 4 destroyers. Because you don't have the ability to affect it. So like if you go against a Midway,
I need your support.
God, please stop. Just chill out. If you go against a Midway in a game with 4 destroyers, almost,
Stations, protect that target.
then the Midway is going to out-influence you in terms of the destroyer play. Could end up getting a hit there too, which would be kind of cool. Oh, that's a kill. Good.
Enemy battleship foundered.
That's also a kill.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
Rockets for the Pensa? No, Pensa just popped fighter. I think we bombed the Dunkirk. Yeah, you run. That's what you do. You fall back.
Get back.
You run away. Bravely brave Sir Fiji, he bravely ran away. Okay, so Samson, right now, I don't know what your position is, but you got a lot of smokes. You can pop smoke since everything is spotted. Just start gunning shit down. Light fires, do stuff, be influential. Because you don't have to spot right now. There's no destroyer blocking you. So you can use your smokes to be influential, fire at max range, do whatever you want to do. Nope. And this D flank is really unpleasant. We lose the Fiji. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
I need support.
This is a real problem. So unless you're gonna kill the stuff over there, we need something that screens this shit. So if you can come over and start torping into this push, the destroyer's gonna do best when you can slow a push down. And I would appreciate that if we could make that happen.
Autopilot mode enabled.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target. That was a great battle. Fighter airborne.
Resets again. Okay, he's kiting. Don't get too close in the Icarus. You're just going to be slowing them down with torps. You got to play defensive. We got to string this shit out.
Fighter destroyed.
You'll probably already want to be turning. You don't want to get even that close, because you might get run down. UK destroyers are actually fairly slow. You definitely get one torp.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Cool. Battleships in the south are dying. Should be a kill. Can we do something about the Kotovsky?
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Star Destroyer, because he's gonna run me down. Suppose I have to torp him. Maybe I can get him to divert. Good, he is diverting. Turn, you little bitch. Turn. Hard turn, sir. Like him to turn again. So if he's gonna play conservatively, we're gonna come at him from behind. Make him keep turning, get off our ass. There we go. Fuck yes, friend. Fuck yeah. You got some open water resets. Samson's already taken the shot. That's cool. Ismail Caracciolo working the Nagato Normandy. Love CVs. I didn't kill you, sir. You got dunked by the guns of a Trento. Okay, so the Pensa's popped fighter. Don't really have planes to lose here, but we do need resets on this. Which means we have to hit the Dunkirk. Who is right there. Moving into D. As long as you play safe, that's cool, because we're losing in the south. So unless you're gonna make plays, I don't know. Good luck, man. What's the health on the Nagato Normandy? Can you see? Oh, don't waste your torps. One. God, fucking.
Destination reached.
Oh no,
Disabled.
nothing there. Son of a bitch.
Autopilot mode enabled.
What? God.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
I'm gonna spot the Pensacola if you have shots on a Persian. I don't know if you do. Where the fuck this guy is. Not enough. Trento might get shells in there. Normandy has too much health. Nagato has 9. Thank God. Battleship is down. Whatever. Hopefully we save those. Maybe. Nagato. Fuck. Going for D is a good move. I agree with this. Caracciolo fucking takes it. Yes. Pensa. Maybe we can rocket the Pensa. Maybe we can rocket the Pensa. You have all 41 regrinds ended and alone Haku 19 times regrind. You love it. I don't know what that means. Record was 3 days from tier 1 to tier 10. It's a fire. That might matter. If we get a fire, this might be a kill. Fuck. 16, my ass. Yes, Cap D. Need D. 3 minutes. Absolutely important, sir. Pensacola is going to be lit briefly. Normandy has too much health to kill.
Roger.
So, don't die. Icarus, be prepared to kite out in this direction. Don't die. In 3 minutes, you don't get close enough to make any plays anywhere.
That was a great battle.
You have smoke left on the Trento?
Negative.
Damn. Try to give you fighters. Well, Trento is super maneuverable, so you got that going for you. 2 minutes. I'll harass the planes latch or no? No, they did not. Planes are still up, 40 seconds. I'm gonna harass the Normandy. I make him turn. I could probably bait him into a turn from there. 29 seconds. Planes will be on you again. Icarus, you're not going in this direction. Nobody cares about spotting in the south. You need to go away from the carrier as far as possible.
Destination reached. Autopilot
Torpedo
mode
planes are going to see you, Trento. They're going to see you in 20 seconds. That's enough time for the Normandy to shoot. Got a flood on the Normandy.
Fighter airborne.
Good, he saw me. He diverted. Nice.
Fighter airborne.
All right, well, if you're not spotted, I'm not dead, so GG. We did damage.
We're hull below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
Oh, yeah, that's a kill.
Our victory is in sight. Enemy battleship foundered.
Have I been to Pearl Harbor? No. Sorry. I'm almost done with that little base XP mission. Yeehaw! And actually, I need to compliment the, what is it? The Caracciolo for somehow living forever and taking a ship with him when he was stuck in that crossfire. That was reported. Probably from the dude that said fuck CVs. Alrighty, so, we have just enough that we can buy the Shikaku now. We'll have to start working on the upgrades and stuff after. All right, see you folks. Thank you for the divs. Thank you for the games. I'm gonna pick the planes, also the plane ones. Pretty basic slot 1 and 2. This one we're gonna take additional speed on the torps. Why? Because we don't care about secondary batteries. We're not using secondaries to gun people down. An additional attack time isn't something that we need. So I just take additional speed. Because I mean, it's just something, right? Additional health on the torpedoes. Why? Because the torps are going to be the most significant weapon we have. AP bombs are cool if they citadel. Rockets are also pretty significant on the Shikaku, so you could absolutely take rocket health if you wanted. That's definitely a thing you could do. Flight control mod for randoms will be a-okay, and then we do have a Shikaku commander, which is more faster, healthier. Additional throughput on the torps. Sight stab helps with the trying to get the aiming and the bomb drops on the AP bombs to get better lines getting citadels on battleships. Then we have additional fighter consumable and some bonus regen. So, thank you very much for watching the IJN Regrind Session 2. I'm really excited that we got all the way to the Shikaku, which is going to be a long effing grind. Which is sad panda on that. Because we have 355,000 XP plus another 27 and all the planes, and we do actually regrind that in the stream. So that's probably going to be about 3 sessions alone by itself, because it's about 420,000 experience, and today we did all of this, which was approximately 120,000. So 4-hour stream, probably about another 12 hours unless we really kick in with all the super camos and special flags and all that crap. But for now, good enough.